historic landmark here in Spain, that is the Spanish Grand Prix. And tonight, what's the title? It is the Formula C's Get the Green Spanish Grand Prix presented by Afnan Ali. Thank you so much, Afnan Ali, for sponsoring us tonight. And yeah, gotta plug it in again. The Formula C's Get the Green Spanish Grand Prix. So, first of all, welcome everybody to another fantastic race for another wave of just amazing Formula College racing. And of course, here at the home of CIL, which y'all should already be subscribed, I'm guessing. So y'all better be subscribed now. And tonight we are in round 10. And so that being said, we are getting close to the finish line in terms of when is this gonna end? When is it gonna be all up in the points? Who is gonna be winning? So now let's talk about the track first of all. I have been excited for this. It is a three-sector course. Now, it is once again Formula C's Get Degree Spanish Grand Prix, opened in February 1989, located in Montmeló, España, and it is a 2.89 miles, 4.65 kilometers in length, 13 turns, three sectors, an elevation change which is a lot with 97 feet, and a top speed which you see that long straightaway from turns 13 to turn 1 at 186. Now this track, it's gonna be a doozy. We have high speed corners, medium speed corners, low speed corners, but definitely the overtake corners, right? So we have really, well, let's start out with turn one, of course. The heavy braking zone is a turn one, can create the overtake, as well as I'm gonna point it out, turn four, turn 5, turn 7, turn 10, and man, one could say turn 13, but really drivers are going to be using turn 13 to really set up that overtake and using that push to overtake button in their cars, in their Formula cars. To get out into turn one and get that pass. So, really, it is a very technical course, but one could say a lot of opportunities and all the corners, all the turns I've been mentioning. We're going to possibly get a lot of wheel to wheel action here. And so now we're in the midst of qualifying. So we're going to show here right now we have our eyes on Formula College poster boy. It is, oh, sorry. Well, one could say it is CIL's Formula College poster boy. It is our very own Clint Halterman from UNC Charlotte, one of our strongest drivers. Can tonight be the night that he can fend off our Muhammad Ali? One could only find out when we go green. But yes, right now they are warming up. So yes, that is our very own Clint Halterman in his beautiful UNC Charlotte Formula car. And we're gonna go over with our beautiful drivers here, showing their beautiful faces for all our viewers to see. As we have the top left, Tubakovic, on top right, we have Muhammad Alif. On the bottom left, we have Halterman, and on the bottom right, we have Lucas Moody. Oh, sorry, bottom left. Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry, Jake. My buddy, that's my friend down there, Jake Cummings. I don't know why I thought you were Clint Halterman. But yes, so we are currently, as I said, we're currently watching Clint Halterman. So let's take a little lap here so we can understand what is going to be the difficulties for tonight. So let's start out the lap here with Clint Halterman. Please do not slow down. All right, he's going to keep going. So this is down the straightaway with the fastest sector, fastest really part of the track, going up to 186 miles per hour. And then heavy braking zone here into turn one. And looks like he's going to slow down. Please, Clint, keep it going. All right, let's gonna take a nice stroll here down to turn two. Muhammad Ali, maybe he's getting ready. He's looking at the red light on the pit lane. All right, let's look at Luis Diaz from Florida International University as we rounding about from turns one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So now we're at turns five. All right. Oh, a little squirrely there, Luis, Diaz. Esteban Munoz. We got Jake Cummings. So let's go here with Jake Cummings from Wingate University down to turn six into turn five down to turn six here on the left-hander. Heavy braking zone here in turn seven. A really strong left-hander here as we're going to go on board here. And we can see the elevation change. Going up that hill is really going to offset the car here. So it's one thing to really know is not only we're going to be seeing a lot of kind of rear tires are going to be squealing throughout this, but it's going to be also those front tires. It's going to be these elevation changes as right now going from turns 10 through the S's, one could say, and here is technically turn 11, a really long right-hander. And then that's where we get to the medium speed here, going into turn 12 here. And as you see Jake Cummings eating that curb, and this is one thing to note, is that a lot of the drivers, they're actually going to use a lot of these curbs. And of course, on any of the tracks, you're going to, basically end it here. But yes, let's start up here a lap. So here, Jake Cummings going to go down, heavy braking zone here, use as much of the curve, using much out of the outside of turn one, out of turn two, and a big U kind of like right turn. Oh, save it! Can he save it? Unfortunately, as we see, using a little bit too much of the curb, but as we see, as he was going into turn one, it's about using as much of the curb. So tonight, while drivers are trying to get away from the curb, they're actually going to be using a lot of it because they need to have more of a entry, a better angle into, especially into turn one and a bunch of these turns. And so the curbs are going to be a lot of kind of give or take. So as we saw, Jake just use a lot of it in turn three to kind of use, one could say, a little bit of extra grip, but it's also just a really good way to have that in mind. And so it's going to be just really how much curbing you're going to take, how much is it going Luis Diaz. So Luis Diaz is gonna be an interesting person here, as we never seen him really up front. So good for him. Following around him is Clint Halterman in fifth place for UNC Charlotte. Bradley Skinker, Ball State, in sixth place. On the inside of row four, Cohen Evans and IUPUI, and Athena Leclerc, St. Clair College, in eighth place. And now in ninth place, Esteban Munoz. 10th place, Aiken Lamar running out of the top 10. 11th, Nicholas Panella. 12th, Philip De Rosier. 13th, Alexander Diamond. 14th, Austin DeLong. 15th, Adrian Tupakovic. 16th, Jason Wallet. As we hear the revs going, we're about to go green. Hunter Hetz, Tyler Klingsmith, Mark Turek, Alan Hong, Jake Cummings, Ben Fior, and Andrew Burrow. And lights away. And here we go in our first heat of the race. Alif and Davidson side by side, but looks like Alif is gonna get it. But right now, side by side, Lucas Moody and Cale Davidson. Who's gonna give up? As Davidson looking on the inside, he's gonna take over second place. Oh, as we got a car going into the infield, but does not spin out as they're all jostling for position. As the leader, Muhammad Alif, takes it away with Lucas Moody trailing behind Davidson as Davidson takes over that second place on the inside. A beautiful pass right there between teammates. So Cale Davidson already in second place. And deja vu here, 1, 2, and 3 for Ball State. Luis Diaz is going to be in fourth place, followed by Bradley Skinker, Esteban Munoz for our top six. So right now, these drivers, they're all settling it out, and it looks like, I mean, not to jinx it, as right now we are side by side still going through the corners, down into turn 7, going up the hill through turn 8. They're still side by side. What an amazing battle there as we are on board here, focusing on Jason Wallet, but among many people as right now, we're on board with Tyler Klingon-Smith. It looks like in P20, down the straightaway out of turn 9, as we're going to head to the heavy braking zone in turn 10, which you see a lot of people throwing it on the inside, as you see, ooh, getting it close right there. I don't know who that was, but it is all just jostling for position right now throughout the field. They're still side by side through turn 11, through the S's here, down the hill, going to turn 12. I mean, all these drivers now finally single filing out, but wow. What a start here for the CIL here in the Formula C's Get Degree Spanish Grand Prix. as we're on board here with Cone Evans and IOUPUI right now in 13th place, just 2 away from the points paying position, as top 10 are only going to be able to get points, as looks like Alexander Diamond took it a little bit too shallow into turn 1. Oh, but Cone Evans had to get off the gas, but he's getting the slipstream now around the carousel, I'd say, in turn 3, down the straightaway. As right now, Cone Evans looks to the inside. He's going to throw a fake, a phony, down into turn 4. Another hair, kind of long right-hander here, as Cone Evans is going to look into the inside. Is he going to do it in turn 5? No, he does not, but he's going to get on the gas. He is really hunting down behind Alexander Diamond. So Cone Evans, he knows he has a fast car, but how patient can he be? He cannot be held up, as this is a 25-lap race. So not your average 20-lap race, so this is going to be a long one. As right now, throughout the field, it is fanning out, but they're still all together. So Cone Evans is there right now. Let's look at Esteban Munoz in that beautiful pink car, and now we're going to be on board with Aiken Lamar, as Aiken Lamar is going to be trailing behind, but in 9th place behind Athena Leclerc. So right now he is in the points paying position, but for how long? As right now we see cutting that turn 12, as I said, a lot of these drivers are going to be cutting that there. Turn 13 going around it right now. Who would have known? Fastest lap, our Muhammad Ali in first place, as Luis Diaz is breaking up that Ball State University 1, 2, 3, and then 5th is Bradley Skincare. So right now, Luis Diaz is on the prowl, really right behind Lucas Moody. So it is a really tough battle out here, and it's going to be really interesting to see how much can these. And right now, Cone Evans charging once again. I already said it from the beginning. This man right here, he knows he has the car, but he has to be able to make that pass quick before they are going to be taking it too long, as we hear the tires just squealing. You can hear those rears are on fire right now, down into turn 4, out of turn 4 into turn 5 into heavy braking zone. Looks like Alexander's going to take a lot of that curving. Cone Evans going to take it wide here, down into the left-hander to turn 6, into the heavy braking zone, turn 7. Ooh, going a little bit wide there. And it looks like Alexander Diamond is going to make the pass here on Patnella. Will he? Out into turn 9. Down the straightaway here. Looks like Patnella is going to be under attack here by Diamond, but he's not going to get there in time. Oh, but Cone Evans looks like he's going to lunge in deep, but he gets a little bit too far out wide. And that's what happens when you go in the late braking zone and you do not take that current. But Cone Evans looks like he's going to make it up here, going out into turn 11. Down here, but now Adrian Tubagoic and Andrew Burrow all fighting still all together here. This top between 15th and 20th, they're all very close together. So this is going to be really interesting to see, as right now on board with Cone Evans once again. It is just trying to get there, and he knows that he has to get there, or else he's losing track time. Oh, he gets a little bit wide late on the braking. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, it is just, you have to get in front. This dirty air is going to affect you, and Cone Evans cannot slip up like that. The more you use those tires, the more you squeal them, the less you're going to get them in the long run. As Alexander Diamond looks like he's going to make almost contact with Patnella, but Patnella just gets on the gas, and Alexander Diamond has to lift. So right now, it looks like Diamond has a faster pace than Patnella. Last sector right there, and it looks like he's going to take a better corner here, but Patnella goes wide, gets a better exit, but down the straightaway here, going into turn 7, up through the hill. 8, but looks like, oh, they almost made contact, as Alexander Diamond is going to hit the wall, and that was a little bit of netcode, but Alexander Diamond, long moan, get it back, buddy. Yep, put it up in the air. He's good. He's going to save it. All right, out into turn 9, but unfortunately, it looks like Drexel University is going to lose one, but Jason Wallet is right there in 14th place to pick up the, well, I'd say pick up the torch from Alexander Diamond, as Jason Wallet behind Jake Cummings, behind Cone Evans. As right now, we're going to take a look at that replay up into turn 8. So this is in the braking zone in turn 7. Up into turn 8. Looks like Diamond had a better exit, but oh, he got a little bit of contact, or it looks like he lost it. I don't know, but a lot of netcode happening there, so one can only suspect. As we're going to do it again, hopefully from an angle here, as we're going to see. It's going to be tough here. Let's see if we can see it. Well, yeah, they're going side by side. He goes wide and gets a little bit loose. I'm going to say he got pushed there. We'll see what the stewards have to say after the during the race. We'll see if there's any penalties to shit out. But for now, Philip DeRosier. Oh my God, it is teammates. It is teammates here. Philip DeRosier and Aiken Lamar for Howard Community College. Fellas, you're in top 10. Don't get yourself out of these points paying position, because if they stay like this, right now, right now it is a top 10 for community college, but we are in the inverted. It's the inverted grid. So let me explain, fellas. It is a top 10 that gets inverted for Heat 2. So the results for Heat 1, if Philippe DeRozier ends in 10th and Aiken Lamar ends in ninth, they'll be starting respectively first and second on the front row for Heat 2 as an inverted grid. And also to say Philip DeRozier is the alumni, while Aiken Lamar is the student driver for Howard Community College. So they're both have their own battles, but on the same team. As right now we are on board with Philip DeRozier, and he seems he's close enough, but he's not close enough to get that. I think they're gonna back off and give each other a room. As right now Jake Cummings is under the attack of Jason Wallace. Jason Wallace looks like he's gonna go on the inside, but Jake Cummings says no, I'm gonna defend. And what a beautiful move to defend 13th place out of turn 2 through the all the way around the right hander of turn 3. And he really sent it in late there, but Jason Wallace not giving up here. Down into turn 4, Jason Wallet just gets a little bit wide there. As we saw, he gets a little squirrely. He was using push to overtake. And what is push to overtake? I'm glad you asked. You have 200 seconds of extra horsepower. It looks like Jason Wallet goes a little bit wide, and Hunter Hasty is gonna take advantage of it as Hunter hunted down Jason, got P14. Up goes for Clemson University and Ben Fiore for Maris. Marist College is behind in P16 and looks like he's also going to try and take advantage here of Jason Wallet really losing it here as he's going to send one into the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Well, what it is, Jason Wallet gets a little bit too late on the throttle on the outside, but out into turn 8 and to turn 9, he's going to have the inside, but can Ben Fiore have that run? He's going to use it. Yes, he is. He's going to use push to overtake, it looks like, down into turn 12. Got to get ready here for turn 13. As I said, this is what's going to set up for that long straightaway. As right now, push to overtake, as I predicted. Right now, he's going to be hunting down. Is he going to go high, low, inside, outside? He's going to take the inside here, down into turn 1, side by side. Wallet, Fiore, who's going to go on late on the braking? As Fiore, as Jason Wallet is going to give up into turn 1 and turn 2. As right now, Fiore looks like Aiken Lamar has been going really wide. He took it really wide there. He's going to lose and be relegated down to P17. It looks like he went off track right there, but he's going to lunge it in on the inside. But Hunter Hatsi also under the attack here. And wow, it's just battle after battle. As Ben Fiore is on his outside there. Can he make the pass? Yes, he does. And Ben Fiore is in P13 right now. Wow, this is crazy. All around production team. What are we gonna do with the replays at the beginning? For now, we gotta hold, gotta put a pause. As right now, Jason Wallet in P15 holding on. As guess who is right behind him? His teammate Alexander Diamond lunges it on the end. Wallet and his teammates. As Wallet's going to be on the outside, up into turn 8. Teammates, fellas, remember that. For Drexel University, it's going to be a tight battle. Around they go into turn 9, down the straight. I'm sorry, turn 11, down into turn 12 as Ben Fiore in turn in P13. Chasing right now is Jake Cummings. So right now, Jake Cummings is leading his train, but under the attack right now. Ben Fiore is going to lunge on the inside. Cummings, Fiore, side by side on the straightaway. And it looks like it's going to be 3-1, but Fiore sets up the block as Hunter cannot make it through. As it's going to be on the outside. Jake is going to take it a little bit on the outside there. Ooh, he goes late on the braking, but Fiore still there at turn 3. But Fiore is now being hunted by, looks like, sorry, Hunter. Hunter takes over there. As Hunter's going to look into the inside, takes over Ben Fiore. As right now, Alexander Diamond is going to go through. Ben Fiore is now losing positions as they go side by side here. Ben Fiore is going to now be side by side with Alexander Diamond. Sorry, with Jason Wallet. Sorry, Drunk Drexel. Jason Wallet is going to be up into P14, actually. And Alexander Diamond is going to, out of all of that, is in P16. What an amazing battle. All these people from P12 to P16. Fellas, this is not even for top 10. This is not even points paying position. Oh my god. Whew. Oh my god, as right now looks like Jason Wallet takes it a little bit wide there once again, and Ben Fiore is going to look and get P14, but he looks like he's going to take it wide. Ben Fiore is going to get on the gas here, down into turn 11, down into turn 12, and he gets it, as is going to be Drexel, 15 and 16, and Ben Fiore is going to go up into 14. as right now Jake Cummings under the attack of Hunter after all that. But looks like Alexander Diamond is going to look on the inside of Jason Waller. Once again, teammates, fighting teammates. This is Ferrari all over again as somebody went to the wall. Who is that? That is Nicholas Patinella. Patinella is out of the race right now. Jason Waller is going to be passing. No, Alexander Diamond does not make the passes. Jason Waller goes late on the braking. Oh my God. What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, this is CIL Formula Racing at its finest. Hit that like button because it is just getting started. Right now, Austin DeLong, P16. Where did Austin DeLong come from? He's now in the picture here, fighting for P16. Or, sorry, fighting up at the P12. As right now, we're going to go on board for now with Austin DeLong here in the 22 car of Pennsylvania College of Technology. As right now, it looks like it's going to calm down here a little bit. So perhaps we can take a look at the incident for Patinella, as it looks like he went on the grass and just absolutely just obliterated those right fronts. As right now, we're going to see Nicholas Patinella. What happened? Oh! I think that's the case of the wheels disconnecting. I mean, that took a heavy left-hander. As right now, as we see, he got a flat tire. Looks like his front left just ooh. I mean, it looks like the outside wall. If you hit the wall, you immediately get disintegrated. So I do not recommend the drivers to hit the outside wall on the front stretch, or else you'll get teleported into you'll be taken to Brazil. So do not do that, fellas. And Jake Cummings on board here with P12. It looks like Hunter past 11. Right behind him is Ben Fiore as they're side by side down into turn 5. Fell down into turn 4. Jake Cummings gonna take it wide here. He's gonna let him have it. But can it be the switcheroo? As he's going to look inside. He's going to lunge into turn 5 in the heavy braking zone. It looks like Ben Fiore takes it wide there, but Jake Cummings has to throttle off and give it to him because he got close to hitting him on his left rear. So it looks like right now, P11, Hunter, P12, Ben, and P13, Jake. Wow. And it's at top 10. It is so far away because right now Philip DeRosier is in front by 2 seconds in front of Ben. So it is just going to be really, really interesting here to see how do the leaders stack up here. As right now, I meant leaders, as in really leading this train, as right now is going to be, well, yes, as Team Drexel University battling it out, but we have to do a leaders update because we cannot forget this fella. Our Muhammad Alif is in front with a nice 4.4-second lead. Am I surprised? No. But it's just getting started, as right now it is going to be Cale Davidson behind them. So let's go down through the grid as we are going through. As it's going to be a Ball State 1, 2, 3 with Lucas Moody also right behind Cale Davidson. And third place as we go on to Luis Manuel Diaz for Florida International University. This man, Luis, he is not up here for so long. So Luis, great job being there in the top 5, and Bradley Skinker to round about the Ball State wall, but not really because Diaz is there. So Skinker in 5th. Halterman for UNC Charlotte in 6th place. It's a good showing, but we usually see him up there, so hopefully get up there soon enough. And Esteban Munoz in that beautiful car for Florida International University, also doing a really great job there in 7th as always. And Athena Leclerc, I'd say it is a mid-season upgrade that St. Clair College really got for their cars, because looks like it's like a McLaren upgrade, as they are really showing themselves up here more than ever. After her is going to be Cohen Evans from IUPUI in 9th place. And Cohen Evans, another top 10 contender here. Another in I'd say really he's happy where he is in 9th place. He is more, as we see the top 10 rounding about in the back over there. So he has a nice lead. And of course, Philip DeRosier from Howard Community College in 10th place. And it is a train pack. As right now, Alexander Diamond looks like he's going to go on the inside of Ben Fiore. And he's going to get the pass done in turn 1. What a pass right there. And Alexander Diamond looks like he's making the charge. But right now, oh, sorry. He made the pass on Jake Cummings, not Ben Fiore. So is Jake Cummings that he got past. And looks like Jason Wallet is also going to get on Jake Cummings and trying to get him there out of turn 4, down into the heavy braking zone on turn 5. So we're going to go on board here with Jake Cummings to see how much as looks like Alexander Diamond took it too wide. But let's take a look at how these drivers are doing mid of race, because right now we are reaching halfway there as it is currently lap 12 out of 25. And right now, let's go on board and see up into through turn 9 here on the straightaway, the second longest straightaway. And right now, as we're gonna take a look and hear the tires right now, it looks like Jake Cummings used a little bit of the push to overtake. And as oh, I should mention a little bit more about the push to overtake. As I mentioned before, it is a 200-second extra boost of horsepower, especially you want to use it on the straightaway. It is only to be used every so often. You can use it in one go. You can use it for 10 seconds. You can use it for 5 seconds. It all depends on where you use it and getting that extra straight line speed. So usually these drivers, they utilize this push to overtake on the straightaway. As right now, as we see being overtaken right now is Jason Wallet as he had that push overtake. Jake Cummings is no! As Jake Cummings gets tagged on the inside, and Jason Wallet on the radio saying sorry, but I don't know if sorry is enough as Jake Cummings gets it rolling. As it looks like just Jake Cummings went onto the braking zone really late. Oh my god. That was a terrifying incident right there for Wingate University as they're relegated to 19th. But right now, as we see, Jason Wallet lunging on the inside. And as we see Jake Cummings just take it on the inside. Oh, I don't know. You can't really tell from that angle, but from Jake Cummings' angle, he did not really go down to the apron as much. So it was a close call. As if we can get another angle of that, but really from the chart from the chase, as right now we're gonna see it again here as Jake Cummings is gonna be on the outside with Jason Wallet on the inside, as we see them both just oh yeah. I'd say that's a hard racing incident. Jason Wallet was already there, right on the white line on the apron, and it's just that Jake Cummings, he was a nose ahead, but there was only so much room that Jason had, and he was using as much of the track. So we'll see what the stewards are gonna talk about that. And so right now we're gonna go jump on board with Lucas Moody. Right now, trailing behind Cale Davidson, because it actually was in the last few laps, Lucas Moody has been a tenth faster than Cale Davidson. So maybe Lucas Moody was saving enough tires. As right now we're about to reach 11 laps left. So right now we're gonna go on board with Lucas Moody for a little bit and just listen to the tires, and we're gonna see how much concentration these drivers have as we're going to go on board and on the face cam here with Lucas Moody. Count me down. As right now we are back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as the commentator had to take a little bit of a water break as you heard me constantly talk, because it was an amazing 12 laps. I mean, everywhere battles and battles between teammates. And right now, speaking of a battle, Hunter hunting down top 10 behind Philip DeRosier, as right now it's the points paying position on the line here as Philip DeRosier out of turn 4 down into turn 5 in the heavy braking zone, as Hunter has been hunting for a while, and he has been saving those tires as he takes it really nice. And looks like Ben Fiore, we saw him have a late charge there. As right now, Philip DeRosier is going to be under attack. Hunter takes it on the inside. Philip is going to let him by. But Fiore is going to be right there behind him, as it looks like Ben Fiore is going to be able to have a good run here at turn 9. He's going to use his push to overtake. Right now he does not. He's actually going to be using his draft. But yes, as I stated before, using that push to overtake, when you're not in use, they have to charge a little bit before you can use it again. And that's the purple lights on their dash, on their digital dash and their steering wheel. So right now, Ben Fiore has it blue lights, so he can actually use the push to overtake.
But he's smart enough. He's gonna take it nice and easy. As right now, it is 10 laps to go as the leader just took it. 10 laps to go. As right now, Ben Fiore, oh, got into Philip De Rosier. As right now, he's gonna use a push overtake. He said enough is enough. He is taking up too much time as he sees Hunter is fading up. He is fading away from Hunter. He's gonna tell the inside here, Ben Fiore, as he goes side by side with Hunter, and Ben is gonna go through into turn one into 11th place. As right now, the battle for 10th is on, as right now we know Ben Fiore, he has the car, and Hunter has been graced with Philip being able to really hold off Benjamin right there, as we saw out of turn 12, really slow, and almost causing an incident with Benjamin Fiore. So Benjamin knew out of turn 12 he had to get past De Rosier, had to get in front of him, and he did that in style. And as I said, using that push to overtake gives that extra straight line speed, and being able to pass him. As right now on board with Alexander Diamond behind Philip De Rosier, and maybe Alexander Diamond has something to call for. As right now looks like the battle of Drexel is on a pause. As right now Jason Wallet behind him by 1.7 seconds, and Alexander Diamond is on the right now. On another side here for top two is gonna be Cale Davidson and Lucas Moody. Right now looks like he gets away a little bit. Cale Davidson is on the push overtake right now, so it is a battle all around here. As right now it is Ball State 1-2-3. Fellas, remember, it is Heat 1. Do not kill the tires. It is all teammates. As right now, side by side, looks like Alexander Diamond. He's gonna overshoot it, but is he gonna get the pass? No, he does not. Philip with the overtake again, the switcheroo, as Alexander Diamond went too deep into turn one, and he killed those tires, locking them up. So every attack is just taking the life out of them. So this is not good. Not good at all for Drexel University to be able to keep up with this. As right now on board with Athena Leclerc in 9th place. Right now is where we see up ahead Cohen Evans and Esteban Munoz. As it looks like Cohen Evans is gonna try and get something done here, but he does not. He's not far away. But yes, he does. He lunged in deeps, but not enough to get past Munoz. But Leclerc, she sees this and is laughing, and she is hoping that they keep fighting it out, because she can't get in front of them. She can, because right now she's saving those tires, as them two can keep fighting it out. So there's a potential for Leclerc for St. Clair College to get into P7. Out of turn 12 right here. Push overtake is on. It's Athena Leclerc has a push overtake. Can she do something here? Down into turn one. Looks like Cohen Evans also has push overtake. Is it going to be enough? As she's going to look onto the inside. Athena Leclerc does a phony down into turn one. Going to back off here, but looks like Esteban Munoz, Cohen Evans, as they nearly get into close contact. As right now, we're going to get into onboard here with Cohen Evans here. As right now, down into turn four, up to turn four here, as they go wide here, as Esteban Munoz barely leading here in 7th place. Cohen Evans just behind, down into turn 5, he's gonna lunge it in! No, as they make contact! Cohen Evans goes around, everywhere it goes around, and through goes Athena Leclerc in 7th place, but Esteban Munoz, the butt of the joke here, unfortunately, as I say, the butt of the crash, as Esteban Munoz gets passed around by one only of Hunter, as right now it is Ben Fiore is going to be hunting down for 11th actually right now, as Esteban Munoz is in 10th place and in critical position of being out of the points paying position. As right now, Philip De Rosier sending it in. I don't know what to say, but wow. It was not the pass you want to see. That was not it, as it looks like. That was unfortunate right there, as it was between Cohen Evans, and Cohen Evans just sending it in too deep and really spinning out. But right now, Cohen Evans, it looks like somebody is in the pits right now, as we're going to see who it is that is in the pit. It looks like Esteban Munoz, unfortunately, is going to be out of the race. Looks like he got a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like he is. Yeah, he's gonna go into the pits right now. No, he actually made a drive-through, actually. He took a drive-through, and that is interesting to say the least, to see what really happened here, as looks like, yeah, Esteban Munoz is gonna be out. Uh, As right now, Esteban Munoz out in 18th. As right now, let's give the viewers a little bit exposition here on what happened between Cohen Evans and Esteban Munoz. As we were heading down into the heavy braking zone of turn 5, as we see here, down out of turn 4 into turn 5, Cohen Evans decides to just take it there deep, and that was on Cohen Evans. He just took it there inside, too much of a lunge, and those tires are dead after 20 laps. I mean, I don't know where the man was going. So right now, we're gonna wait on the steward to see what is the penalty right now. As right now, Lucas Moody on the charge on Kel Davidson. Right now, it is going to be the battle for second place here for Ball State University. Down into turn 5, Kel Davidson eating a lot of that curb, as looks like it's going to be Lucas Moody taking a nice wide exit. Down into turn 6, turn 7, I should say, up to turns 8, as looks like Kel Davidson is just barely holding on. Lucas Moody down up into turn 9, down to straightaway. Looks like Lucas Moody got a better exit here. He's slowly gaining onto him. Now into heavy braking zone, turn 10. Who can make a better exit here? Up into turn 10 through the yeses. Up into turn 11 on the right heavy hander. Lucas Moody getting a little bit on that freer side on the inside, but Cale Davidson taking it a little bit more wider. But right there, down into 11, taking that nice line. Lucas Moody into turn 12. Can we see what would happen here? And this one looks like he got into the grass. Cale Davidson into in the marbles. He got into the gravel, and Lucas Moody is gonna get second place out into turn 12. And it was that Cohen Evans, Lucas Moody makes the pass, and it was what happened was Cale Davidson out of turn 12 hit the gravel, went too far out wide, and it looks like he maybe got a little bit of the curb as Cale Davidson taking it really wide as Lucas Moody is in second place. And wow, what a turn of events. I mean, Cale Davidson was on rails, just taking care, just being there up front, especially with 5 laps to go. But so right now, Cale Davidson on the charge, but who is that behind him? Luis Manuel Diaz in 5th place, right behind. Oh, sorry, 4th place, right behind, going up into turn 8, onto that right-hander, down up into turn 9. Right now, can Luis Manuel Diaz have left something left in his tank? As right now, on board with Luis Diaz, and we're gonna stay here on board. Yeah, it is battles everywhere. As yes, right now Drexel University are having a battle with themselves. But right now, the battle for 4th is on. So right now, Jason Waller here trying to get there, but not enough. As right now, Luis Diaz, hand here on Luis Diaz right now. As we see those tire marks out in the gravel, that's where Cale Davidson took it too wide and just absolutely went and did a went on the beach there a little bit as Luis Diaz looking on the inside, trying to make it fake it out. And looks like Esteban Munoz, unfortunately, to the Esteban Munoz fans out there tonight, for Heat 1 of the race, looks like it's going to cut it short as Luis Diaz takes it a little bit wide. Track limits, I don't know. I wouldn't know right now as it's going to be going out of turn 4 here, down into turn 5. Oh, Luis Diaz, what a save. He was on overtake. He's putting everything on the line. Come on, Lewis. Do it for Florida International University. But remember, you're in 4th. You're going to get good points here. Try not to kill the car, as we saw. That's what happened with Kale. As right now, there is traffic throughout the race, as Alan Hong on the radio letting people know to move past. As we gotta do a mention for Alan Hong here, as he is racing here. And right now, it is a battle of attrition, as one of my lovely commentators would say, as it's a slide up into turn 10, 11, down into turn 12, as it's Alan Hong on there on the inside. Oh, Luis Manuel almost goes into the gravel. He almost got the curve there out of turn 12, and once again, lap car in the way make a difference. As in the far distance, that is Lucas Moody pulling away, but Cale Davidson cannot shake off Lewis right now as Lewis is right on his tail. Dude's turn 1 and 2 as right now we have 3 laps to go. Here at the Spanish Grand Prix, the Formula C's Get Degrees, presented by Afnan Ali. As we are on board behind Alexander Diamond, battling with Philip DeRosier for 11th place. And this is right now not for positions, but bragging rights for 11th place here as Alexander Diamond not using overtake. He is, but actually, the Rosier is on overtake right now. As we saw the blinking, he was using overtake, and Alexander is not using just the slipstream as he's gonna go deep into turn one, getting a better line, but eating up a lot of the curb in turn two. Around the long away turn three, as it looks like Philip DeRosier gets a better line there up into turn four. And we're gonna go on board with our leader. Jeez, 9 laps, almost 10 laps. I mean, you don't see it anywhere else. How much overtake does this man have? Oh, Lord. This man, he has, let's see here, trying to see, he has 180 seconds. This man has not used overtake since the beginning. And what is he going to do? He's just going to get a faster lap here. He's gonna make an attempt to get fastest lap here as the fuel numbers are dwindling, the weight is dwindling as right now down out of turn 4, down into turn 5. It's gonna be looking like another Muhammad Ali win. I mean, set sail right now for Ball State University. 1, 2, 3. But with the Leaf leading with 10 seconds. I mean, who needs Verstappen when you have a Leaf? Up into turn 8. Sorry, out of turn 9. As right now, one would say, go a Leaf. As right now, Adrian Tupagoic on the radio as drivers are just mentioning how crazy a Leaf lead is, as people are now wondering where is the leader 10 seconds up ahead, and it is all over. It's gonna be using our webcam for today, as right now Adrian Tupagoic for St. Clair College, unfortunately not the heat race that he wanted for St. Clair College right now in P17. So Adrian Tupagoic still on the track, still trying to do something here. And behind him is Jake Cummings, who is 10 seconds away. And so right now we're on board with Clay Halterman, who caught up here with Bradley Skinker on the final lap. As he has overtaken right now, Clay Halterman, they're going to their final lap. So right now it is going to the final lap right now as Clay Halterman out of turn 12. Can do something here. Does he have anything to give to Ball State to get out into the top 5 as he has the overtake right now going to turn 1? Ego's gonna send it in deep. Oh, can he hold it on? He's fighting this car left and right. Down and up into turn 3, around the long way. Still has the overtake with 89 seconds. Can he do it? He's still hot on his tail. Right now, down into turn 4. It looks like it's killed. It's Bradley Skinker also using the overtake. Clay Halterman fighting with the car down into turn 5 in the heavy braking zone. It's about who can be out here. It looks like Bradley Skinker got locked up there a little bit, and it's gonna be the battle of who can survive. As right now, we're gonna go back to a Leaf right now as he's rounding about the final corner, down into turn 11. He's gonna be just smooth set sailing here with the 10-second lead out of turn 12 for tonight. The winner for Heat 1 is going to be our Muhammad Ali for Ball State University in P1 with a 10-second lead. As we're going to wait around here, Lucas Moody just rounding about turn 12 to save here for himself a P2 for Ball State, and to round about third place, Kale Davidson for a 1-2-3 Ball State shutout. But who is that? Luis Diaz to shut it out of turn of to for P4, keeping Bradley Skinker from the 1-2-3-4. And so behind him, Halterman close behind, unfortunately gonna be finishing 6th, as Athena Leclerc is rounding about here as she is out of turn 11, down into turn 12, as she picks up P7 for St. Clair College. A really great showing, fell behind Hunter Hesse with Clemson University and Ben Fiore. And to round the bar top 10, Cohen Evans from IUPUI, which is gonna be our poll for Heat 2, as this is an inverted top 10. And following about is Philip DeRosier and P11, Alexander Diamond, P12, and behind them, Tyler Klingensmith, Jason Wallet, Austin DeLong for P13, 14, 15 respectively. Andrew Burrow from Clemson University, P16. Rounding about here and turn 12, Andrew Tubagoic and St. Clair College. And once again, it is a Ball State 1-2-3, not a 1-2-3-4. As Luis Diaz says, nuh-uh, not today. As it looks like it's gonna be a 1-2-3-5 for Ball State. But yes, What did we learn for tonight? Well, we saw many lunges down into turn one, and as I mentioned before, that turn five with the heavy braking zone out of turn four, that creates a passing opportunity. As we saw Cohen Evans unfortunately take out Esteban Munoz there. So as I mentioned before, there is a long ways to go here, and so for tonight, it is going to be right now for the front. For the front is it's gonna be on the pole position, starting it out for our top 10. As let me get the here, let me get it here. So let's go through top 10 once again for everybody who just joining in. And oh, someone just had the sport ender in the back. That is Kel Davidson getting ready for the race. That's warm up as he should. Ah, all right, so let's go through our top 10. The one and only, our Muhammad Alif, with a 10-second lead, is in front and with over 180 seconds with the push overtake in the final lap. What a drive for Ball State's one and only. Lucas Moody in 13th, sorry, Lucas Moody in second place, with Kel Davidson in third, rounding about Ball State 1, 2, 3. Luis Manuel Diaz in fourth place, Bradley Skinker in fifth place, Clint Holtzman sixth, Athena Leclerc seventh, Hunter Hasty in eighth, Benjamin Fiore in ninth, Cohen Evans in 10th, and that is our top 10 points paying position. And rounding about outside, as I said, Philip DeRosier in 11th, Alexander Diamond in 12th, Tyler Klingensmith in 13th, Jason Wallet 14th, Austin DeLong 15th, Andrew Burrows P16, Adrian Tipagoik P17, Jake Cummings, unfortunately a strong race coming to an end in 18th, Alan Hong P19, Esteban Munoz P20, Nicholas Panella, P21, Aiken Lamar, P22, and Mark Turek, P23. And that is our official results for Heat 1 for tonight's race, which is the Formula C. Sorry, yes, the Formula C's Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by Afnan Ali. As right now we are in the warm up right now, and we're gonna soon go to the grid. And I heard a graphics, the production team gonna show a pretty graphics. Yes. Welcome, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful graphics by yours only. Keith up here in the production. As let's talk about. It's like just imagine I am Larry McReynolds, and I'm gonna go do the Toyota cutaway camera. And so let's take a look here. This Super Formula car, it is powered by the inline four. The power, it is 625 horsepower. That is a lot of horsepower. That is with 466 kilowatts for our lovely people who wants to know about kilowatts. For torque, it is 397.8 pounds per pounds feet, which is 539.3 Newton meters. That is a lot of torque. Imagine having a wheel with 539 newtons meters. I mean, that would literally rip off your arm. And the tires, Yokohama from Japan, and introduced in spring of 2023. So this is a relatively really recent introduction in the iRacing service. So it is really cool that not only was it new in general, of course, in real life, but new in terms of iRacing. And I'd like to mention that it is a really interesting thing that for CIL to incorporate the Super Formula cars, because obviously it was not the wrong decision. With all this action pack in the last 10 races, it's been a blast seeing these fellas just racing it out. As right now, I am listening in the pit lane. A lot of going back and forth as it looks like Ben Fiore got into the back of Cohen Evans. They're all getting out there to practice. Oh, somebody's doing donuts at the end. Oh, it's Cale Davidson hard into the wall. Oh, out of pit lane. And it's the humanity. Looks like we're gonna have a red flag here at the outside of pit lane, folks. I'm glad the broadcast is not showing because that was some gruesome scenes out there. So the drivers are okay. The AMR safety team are there on scene. Do not worry, these drivers are okay. And luckily, this is the virtual sim. As right now we have our beautiful CIL drivers in their prime. as we have Kale, Bradley, Lucas, Alif, Alterman, Adrian Tubagoic, and Jake Cummings, all respectively from top left to top right. Sorry, bottom right. Oh, I'm back on. Hi. So we are about to go green. We're about to go on the grid right now, and as I mentioned, with our inverted grid, we're gonna go quickly here. I'm gonna go only for the top 10. Is Cohen Evans on the front row with Ben Fiore, followed by Hasty, Hunt, Athena Leclerc, Claire Halterman, Bradley Skinker, Luis Diaz, Kale Davidson, Lucas Rudy, and R. Muhammad Alif. So all 10 from last finish. It's all inverted. And here we go as the red lights are on. The engines are revving and it's lights away. It is race number 2 here at Formula C Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by oh, wait, it's everybody. It is a big wreck. Oh, put out the flag. It is a red flag here at the CL from the College Series as half the field is dead. Sorry, cannot say that word. Half the field is conscious as it's not. Can we keep it green, fellas? It is not. It is not yellow flag. As it is no caution now. Looks like everyone is gonna keep racing through. Wow. I mean, I don't know what to say. As that caught me off guard as we saw in the background, unfortunately in the middle of my announcement. I was not expecting that either in the way that I was saying our sponsorship. I was about to say the leader going to turn 1 and then a wreck. It looks like a lot of the leaders are out. So right now in the lead, Cohen Evans, Ben Fiore, Athena Leclerc, Hunter Hassi, Esteban Munoz actually makes the pass there for 5th place. As right now, Jake Cummings in 10th. Wait, wait a second. A leaf is in the pits. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a new winner. Oh, Lord, as it is. Oh, somebody is off there. As looks like somebody spun. Tipagoic is out of the top 10. Oh, and he spins it around. Come on, Adrian, get it going. Because right now, Jake Cummings up into 9th place, chasing behind Austin DeLong right now. As they're going to go down to turn 12. Oh, they're going to go wide there. Jake Cummings is going to be close there. As they're side by side. Oh, it's a break. Oh, and they got collected. As he moved under braking, that's a lot of heavy braking. Austin DeLong, I don't know about that. That might be looked by the steering. As Jake Cummings, he's not happy on the driver's radio. He's going to send it in into turn 1. And it looks like Cale Davidson is going to let him by. Austin DeLong is going to let him by. As that was actually close contact out of turn 12. And it looks like it was Jake Cummings that was trying to get there. As Cale Davidson behind Cale Davidson. Oh, as they make a little bit of a bump right there. Taking books out of Cup Series. A little bump and run right there. As right now, Cale Davidson getting to the back. Oh, but he spins out. Austin DeLong get on the brakes too much. And Cale Davidson, wait a second. Cale Davidson, if he's also out of the contention, we could see ourselves a new winner for the CL Formula College Series. As Jake Cummings passes Alan Hong in 8th place. He is in the top 10. Alan Hong. Can we see an Alan Hong top 10? What is going on tonight as Alan Hong for St. Clair College? Right now, Alan Hong is in the top 10. So right now, oh, as it looks like a little bit of beef between Jake Cummings and Alan Hong, as Jake was trying to get by Alan Hong, who was holding him up a lot. And he got on the radio and said, "What are you doing here, bud?" And Athena Leclerc on the radio did respond back saying, "Hey, he got P4 in Watkins Glen." So, so Austin DeLong right now chasing after Alan Hong, but can we see a top 10 for Alan Hong as in the CPC in Watkins Glen with the introduction of rain? Alan Hong reaches inner Arn Senna and actually got a really great run. So, as right now, Athena Leclerc charging in 3rd place, passing Hunter right now behind Ben Fjord for 2nd place. Can we see an Athena Leclerc podium in the FC? Oh, wow. Everything is going crazy. Where is Ball State? Only Ball State right now is Hunter. Esteban Munoz spun out into turn. What is going on? It's everywhere. Oh my god. I cannot deal with it right now. I was just sifting through to turn as the turn 1. All right, so right now, ladies and gentlemen, watching the stream, can we? Oh, right now, Alexander Diamond is out, but looks like Cone Evans fastest lap, so Cone Evans is on the charge. But Cone Evans, if you can hear me, save those tires, buddy. You're not gonna be able to lead if you're gonna kill them off. As right now, we have time as right now they are spreading it out apart, but let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There is 13 cars on the track. All right. And also update, Jake Cummings passes Lucas Moody, so right now Jake Cummings in fifth. So right now, everywhere, oh no, it's all the way everywhere. People spinning left and right, so looks like it's just, I don't know, everything happening at once. So we're gonna get it again. If only we can get it in slow motion, because there is just so much happening. So right now, it looks like Bradley Skinker just does not get it going, and then he spins the tires, who hits someone there, and then hits that next person, and it hits everywhere. So it might be Bradley Skinker that started it all there. So it looks like in the driver's chat, in the comms, Bradley Skinker is apologizing to everybody. So yes, it looks like Bradley Skinker missed the shift and he spun it a little bit and that took out almost everybody. So right now, Ball State University, it's their worst nightmare. Losing out of the top three, as right now, Hunter Hasty moving up into third place as Athena Leclerc actually drops back into fourth. And right now, Jay Cummings is up into fourth. So what happened to Athena Leclerc? Oh, Athena Leclerc actually spun it off into turn 12. So right now, Athena Leclerc was in pretty. She was sitting pretty in third, but she hit the curb out into turn 11. Looks like so in turn 11, that yellow curb on the side into turn 12, she hits it and goes into the gravel. But the car is still good, so she gets it rolling. She warms it up, trying to scuff it off. So right now in fifth. So even after that, she only loses out from third to fifth because that's how far spread out the field. But right now, as it stands, it looks like Ben Fiore is on the prowl on Cone Evans right now as he is hunting him down. As right now, it's going to be Fiore hunting down Cone Evans because Cone Evans has been pushing hard. But as we saw last race, Ben Fiore did end up in front of Cone Evans because Ben had the fastest cars. So only only a matter of time left because right now it is just getting started. We have 20 laps to go. 20 laps. Oh, sorry, 21 laps to go. As Cone Evans has right now passed it. Going into turn one. Right now, as we see the difference between time, as right now the leader just taking into turn one with Ben in second place. Third place, Hunter Hasty just passing the line, and Jake Cummings also passing the start-finish line. Behind Jake is Athena Leclerc. As right now, Cale Davidson on the attack on Lucas Moody. Going on the inside, teammates once again. Looks like Cale Davidson is going to be in front of Lucas Moody. Team orders, as looks like Cale Davidson is going to be going past Lucas Moody. But something's wrong with Lucas Moody's car because he was and have been falling out of pace. And so it is only a matter of time to know what truly happened. As right now I am taking a look at, oh, okay, so right now I have taken a look at the start, and looks like Lucas Moody got hit and like, so it looks like Bradley Skinker got in front of Lucas Moody, and Lucas Moody actually hit him, punted him out of the way on the front start. So he did receive a lot of heavy damage. Yes, so oh yeah, looks like the right side of Lucas Moody's front wing is really badly damaged right now. So it is actually being imperative. So Lucas Moody actually falling off pace, and look who's behind him, Alan Hong in 8th place still in top 10. Go Alan Hong. Wow. From Watkins Glen to here, I mean, it is incredible. The man can drive in the rain, and he can drive out here in Spain. The rain and Spain. Those rhymes. Those are rhyming words. As we're gonna see right now. Oh, somebody hit the gravel, it looks like. Just barely. As I did want to mention here, just for a little bit while we have here a little bit of calmness, a little bit of tranquility, as we have for now from the beginning, especially how crazy it was. As right now, one thing to note, who was the biggest movers on that restart? And I have to give credit where credit is due right now. It is actually Jake Cummings and Alan Hong, with Alan Hong starting from P19 up into P8. The man got 11 positions. But let's also mention Jake Cummings, who also started from the back. He started P18. He started from the back, and now he's in P4. So right now, as it stands, Jake Cummings had the largest gain with 14 positions gained on that start, and Alan Hong gaining 11 positions. So those are our biggest movers for tonight. So let's go on board here with Jake Cummings as we're going to take a short commentary break because it is killing me how much action is happening. Oh, a little bit on the gravel there, Jake. Don't go too far out wide as right now he's going to go on the overtake. And we're going to go on break here, but we're going to go on board here for a lap or two here with Jake Cummings as he's going to try and get on to Hunter. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Formula C's Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by Afnan Ali. Yes, I remembered it. Sorry, so many names going around. I've been screaming everywhere. But right now, Jake Cummings is a second behind Hunter. Wingate University could get their first podium here for the Seattle Formula College Series. So let's go. Moving on for Wingate University. It is going to be a strong force. As right now, take it all in, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I appreciate the Ball State podcast, but take a look at our top 5. I do not see no Ball State. This is the most diverse top 5 in CIL Formula College Series. And so, speaking of Ball State, as a good segue, we're gonna have Bradley Skinker. All right, so we're gonna have Bradley Skinker, Lucas Moody, and Kel Davidson up here in the booth. All right.
This is awesome.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the booth, the Ball State boys, who unfortunately got a little bit of a tangle with each other on that start, I should say. So I like to talk to the guy who's been kind of taken as a champ in the chat. Bradley Skinker, talk to me through, buddy. What happened on that start?
Unfortunately, on the start, I just spun the tires too much. I couldn't get traction. I was in like third gear and just still spinning the tires. So that one's on me. Took out like half the field there, but unfortunate. I tried my best, but unfortunately, I just made a mistake there.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. I mean, hey, as a driver, I'd say I respect for you to own it up and to apologize, especially when you have half the grid. Probably not too happy with that, but it was a crazy wreck. I mean, this is like 1960s, 1970 crazy wrecks that we saw back then in the days where the whole grid just takes and gets wiped out. But glad to hear that the AMR safety team took you out. So we're glad that you got out of the medical center, feeling better, feeling okay, and luckily scathe-free. And also here in the booth, we got Lucas Moody and Kel Davidson, who are in the middle of racing. But let's talk with Lucas Moody right now, who unfortunately, I wanted to ask you this because I saw you made contact with your teammate Bradley Skinker there. How's that damage doing for you right now?
This car is undrivable.
Okay,
Like, it's just undrivable. Like,
talk to me.
last week I was able to drive Road Atlanta without a front wing and still have some pace, but around here it's just no. just undrivable.
Yeah,
I mean,
one thing I noted with the viewers was just how technical this is. I take it this as like Coda, where there's a lot of high speed, medium speed, low speed corners, and you need that front downforce. And as you see right now, you are being passed by Austin DeLong, buddy. Man, it's a tough break for you.
hey, no, I'm not. Let me pass him back. Hold up, just wait.
As right now, it's Mark Turek also going to be looking behind us. Looks like right now we are live with the driver that's being passed around. Lucas Moody, how's it feeling being drowned? As it looks like Lucas Moody is fading away as Austin DeLong right behind him as Mark Turek makes the pass. As he is right now, Lucas Moody just not happy with the car as he's gonna let by Austin DeLong here. As it looks like Austin DeLong into turn one, he's gonna get in. But hey, Lucas, you're in 10th place. You'll get points here. But nobody is out behind you. Next person out. Oh, but right now, hold on. Sorry, we just got a just notification. Jake Cummings got taken out by netcode, so hopefully we'll get a replay on that soon. A tough break for Wingate University, but Lucas Moody, uh, right now you just got up to 9th place. How does it feel fading away in the track?
Yeah, it sucks, especially knowing that I have top 2, top 3 pace around here. And, you know, whenever a leaf is out, there's going to be a new winner. And I know that if I was able to avoid that wreck, I'd definitely be leading this race right now. So it's definitely a little, it hurts a bit knowing that if I just didn't have the front wing damage, I could be up at the front. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just going to get as many points here because unfortunately, the person I'm fighting for in the standings right now is currently leading this race. So I really need to do some damage limitation here and try to see if I can just hold on to some points. And no hate on Cohen, but hoping he crashes out. But yeah.
10-4. I mean, yes, I was gonna say right now. Let's talk with Kale Davidson right now, because Kale, right now you're in 4th place. You have a nice, steady lead in front of 6 with Alan Hong. Alan Hong in 6. My guy from 8th to 6th, Alan Hong. Can he get a top 10, a top 5? But Kale Davidson, talk to me, buddy. How's it feeling right now with the car?
From what I heard is I don't have a front wing. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't see it.
I'll let. Okay, so
Okay.
broadcast can confirm you have a front wing. You are looking pretty out there in that silver arrow. So you are doing fine.
Yeah, definitely does not like to turn right. But oh boy, it really likes to turn left. I'll tell you that. So,
Turn
yeah.
left. I know a thing or two about turning left. As a
yeah,
cup
speaking of that,
driver.
you were doing great last night there in the A main. I was watching that. So good job to you there.
Oh man, I appreciate that. That would be a good
Especially when
segue
you were up
later.
there at the front pack, like we jumped in last night because Lucas was running the B main, Kelton was in the A main, and Bradley and I are running the Sebring 12. So we were doing a bunch of rain practice in that, and then we just pulled up the A main broadcast, and then we just see Sanchez in front leading that pack. So it's pretty cool to be showing CIL out there.
Yes, and thank you for that. And a good segue to say that, yes, we had 4 of our CL drivers finish in the top 10, including me, Brandon, Kelton Quick, and last but not least, a former CIL driver, Garrett Vinton, in 6th place. So, yes, it was a strong showing for our fellow CIL. And so, we're going to have one more question for y'all, Ball State drivers, and that is, well, obviously, Bradley Skinker, unfortunately, you are out, but Cale Davidson, you are struggling with it, and Lucas Moody focusing on it. But while I have you guys in the booth, let me ask you guys this: how does it feel getting a 1, 2, 3 at least in our first heat? Because at least you cannot go away tonight being too upset, because you guys did have a strong heat 1 race. So while actually, let me direct this to Bradley Skinker because he is not driving. So Bradley Skinker, how does it feel for you to get that 1, 2, 3?
I know it's always good for the team to get the 1, 2, 3. We're always looking for the 1, 2, 3, 4. Unfortunately, I did not have the pace in the first race to get the 4th place there, but I'm always happy with 5th. But I know it's always good for the team. Everyone here at the Esports Center, like a Leaf and whatever, we all appreciate the 1, 2, 3. So always good for the team. Looking for the 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, and so yeah, so shout out to these fellas. Shout out to Davidson and Moody, who are currently racing and talking in the booth. So that's a first here. This is why CRL is just amazing, and this is why Formula College Series is the best. So y'all should subscribe and hit that like button. So yeah, let's. I was gonna say if you guys want to give a quick shout out because you guys did get that podium finish in that first race. So while we have you here.
Yeah, I think I'll take this over. Definitely want to give a shout out to teammates Alif and then definitely Lucas. I was struggling there a bit at the end, and Lucas just has astronomical pace around this track. So just shout out to him. He did great, especially with the points being tight and all that. His battle, that second place is great. So I'm just proud of him for that.
And four. Well, glad that you guys are not leaving empty-handed. Glass half full. So thank you guys for joining us in the booth.
Thank you guys.
Yep. And that is so. So as I said before, Ball State University having issues right now on track, and also having issues was Jay Cummings of Wingate University. So we saw him running up and getting up to third, but let's see what happened here. As right now, Jay Cummings is on the inside here. Oh, this is the pass for third. And he just gets there. And then, oh, we're going to have to watch that again. But unfortunately, looks like he did get on the side. So Jay Cummings takes the inside here, going into turn one. He has it there. Oh, that was one of the most terrible netcodes I've ever seen. I did, yes. That is atrocious. So yeah, tonight iRacing has been lacking in their department, but CIL, we're not lacking. With all this action going on, is Mark Turek on the prowl of Alan Hong. Hold on to six, buddy. Hold it on for his best finishing position if he can do so in the next 10 laps. But yeah, so it looks like Jay Cummings was taken out by netcode with Hunter Hasti. So Hunter got into third, and unfortunately Jay Cummings out for tonight. So right now with only 10 drivers on the lead lap, really well, I should say 10 on the lead lap and one still out there with Tyler Klingensmith in 11th. We have confirmed right now as this goes, and if Tyler Klingsmith is not going to be able to move up, and if the top 10 does not wreck out, we have a confirmed top 10 points paying position for all of these drivers right now on track. So that is something good to hear if they are listening to the broadcast right now. And so right now, Mark Turek, we're gonna ride on board with him and see. Alan Hong just got a little loose, but he saves it. But down into turn 11, Mark Turek has a better exit here as they go down into turn 12. Alan Hong goes into a little bit deep. Mark Turek is gonna take it wide here, and he's gonna get the pass there. A beautiful pass down the straightaway as Mark Turek, but looks like Alan Hong, he's not going to give up. He's going to go on the outside. And right now, oh, it looks like Austin DeLong is going to go into the inside. But he does not. Oh, he does. But he does not get there. He does get there in time. And Alan Hong has to back out. And he's going to be in 8th place. And unfortunately, looks like Alan Hong is going to be back where he was in P8. But Alan Hong with a nice, comfortable lead over Lucas Moody, who has damage by 6 seconds. And so right now, Austin DeLong as we're looking right now, unfortunately, we have a trading paints issue, but it's representing Pennsylvania College of Technology. Just imagine PCT right there on his car, looking all pretty right there behind Mark Turek, trailing behind for 6th place. And so right now, it is just about surviving. So right now, we cannot leave out the leader. It's not a Leaf. It's not Davidson. It's not Lucas Moody. It's not Bradley Skinker. It's Cohen Evans from IUPUI in the lead right now. And so let's go down through the grid. And P2, Ben Fiore from Marist College. A great showing tonight, getting that top 10 points position, and now in second. And Hunter Hasty from Clemson University to get a pole. No, I'm sorry, not pole. What am I saying? A podium finish here tonight. If he can hold on to third place, it would be a magical moment for Clemson. As Athena Leclerc also just barely behind by 7 seconds for St. Clair College, a top 5 to get 4th place. A really good night for her. As Cale Davidson, unfortunately, with that damage he has, where he cannot turn right, but he can turn left. I know a little bit something about that. As Ball State University is struggling right now, as Cale Davidson with a little bit of damage, but holding on to 5th place. Good for him with a nice 27-second comfortable lead is behind. is Mark Turk, as right now we got the Pennsylvania College of Technology 1 and 2. Mark Turk and Austin DeLong, a strong showing for these fellas as Pennsylvania getting that representation here in the top 10 for the CIL Formula College Series. And behind him is the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT, Alan Hong, straight from Watkins Glen in a P4, now in P8. Will he be able to get his first top 10 in the Seattle Formula College Series? Time will tell. As behind them, unfortunately, as we spoke in the booth, is Lucas Moody with a rough front end damage, and especially on this track, he is hindered. He is impeded. He cannot make any much progress, but just to hold on to that wall, onto that car, and not get a lap down. Because behind him is Cohen Evans, who's catching up soon enough, and about to lap him, and that is just salt on the wound. Because right now, as Lucas Moody mentioned, Cohen Evans, he is finding him on position. As we saw Cohen Evans throughout the series, he has been consistent up there in the top 10. He has been getting those points, and to get a win and Lucas Moody to be out in 9th is going to be a tough. And then also rounding about our top 10, we cannot forget Adrian Tipico for St. Clair College. So almost a 1 and 2, but St. Clair College. So St. Clair College still in it here for 2 positions here in 10th place. I mean, all I'm saying is like I said, we heard a little bit of a spin there as Cale Davidson has spun. Cale Davidson has spun out of turn 8. Sorry, out turn 10 through the S's into turn 11. And Athena Leclerc saying no. Rest in peace, Cale is being said on the chat, but honestly, he's still in 5th. Remember what I said, viewers? He had a 27-second lead over 6th, so honestly, Cale can afford maybe 2 more donuts. As right now, we're going to get a quick replay here, down out of turn 9 into turn 10. So it was a heavy braking zone in turn 10 up to the S's. So let's see what happens here. So he gets on the braking here. Everything's going well. He just lost it with that damage too, especially when he said he was can't turn right, but turning left he can. And maybe he turned a little bit too much to the left. But right now, on board here with Austin DeLong. So right now, we gotta give credit where it's due. And these are not who we see up front as often. It's Pennsylvania College of Technology, the one and only Austin DeLong, and in front of him, his teammate, Mark Turk. These fine drivers have been gunning it from the beginning. They have been there in the shadows. And so Mark Turk is an alumni and Austin DeLong is a student. They are both great drivers, especially as I've raced with them in the Cup Series. But here in the Formula College Series, we don't really see them break the top 10. But it looks like today is their chance. It is a Cinderella story, as after 10 rounds, they could see a 1-2 for the first time. A 1-2 for Pennsylvania, for it to have a Pennsylvania top 10 finish for the first time in Formula College. As it looks like it is just everywhere. It looks like it's a Sunday drive. It honestly looks like it's a practice session right now, as cars are just separated ever so slightly. As looks like we're on board here with Ben Fiore, who right now is just 2 seconds, and he hasn't been gaining or losing. Right now, Ben Fiore and Cone Evans have have been on the same intervals. Sorry, they have been on the same split. And so right now, I would prefer if we just stay on board right now, because Ben Fiore has been dipping in the ones below the sub 2 seconds here, with 5 laps to go right now as the leader. Cone Evans takes the lead, takes the 5 laps to go sign here. So can Ben Fiore in these final 5 laps find something? He's not losing, but he's not gaining. As right now, we're gonna be on board here for Ben Fiore. Stick around as we're gonna see if Ben Fiore can catch up to him. Thank you. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CIL Formula C's Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by Fanon. And well, tonight has been nothing short of action-packed racing because, wow, it has been so much, even more for me. So, right now, let's go through the grid. Let's do a grid update. So, Cohen Evans from IUPUI holding off for his first ever potential CIL Formula College Series win. And following behind them closely but surely, play the Jaws music, Ben Fiore, who unfortunately now is out by 2.2 seconds. He's slowly falling back. But for Marist College, a great, strong race for tonight. So good for Ben Fiore with a strong drive right now. Following right about him is our alumni or potential alumni winner to round about our top three. Clemson University's own Hunter Hesse. Can he finish it off here? He currently has a nice 10-second lead over fourth, over Leclerc. So right now, Athena Leclerc for St. Clair College for her best ever Formula College Series, finishing right now, is in fourth place. So if she can keep it up here, a really strong showing for St. Clair. And followed by that is Kale Davidson from Ball State University. Also had issues on that restart, having contact on that start, but right now is going to be pushing forward and the top five for right now. But gotta give it out for our fellas at Pennsylvania College of Technology, Mark Turek, Austin DeLong, as well as Alan Hong and Adrian Tibagoic for St. Clair College. It is just quite literally insane. As right now, it looks like he just spun around, but he's still in eighth place. The GOAT, Alan Hong and Adrian Tibagoic to rounding up our top 10. So right now, St. Clair College with three drivers, all their drivers in the top 10. The most amount, this is a historic moment for St. Clair College, for CIL Formula College, as they're going to have their three drivers in the top 10. And also Pennsylvania College of Technology, two of their drivers in the top 10. As right now, the leaders just took the white flag up into turn two. Right now is Cohen Evans. Can he hold it on? Cohen Evans for this first ever CL Formula College Series history. It has been 10 races into the series so far, getting second, third, podium finishes all around. But first has always eluded him. And tonight can be the night, as earlier the Ball State wall has crumbled, unfortunately. As it looks like on the restart, Bradley Skinker taking out nearly half the field, but taking out the leader. It was supposed to be the leader, Muhammad Alif, as well as having issues with Lucas Mooney and Cale Davidson. So Ball State out of the picture, which means move aside, Ball State University. Move aside, delay the Ball State podcast, because tonight we're gonna crown ourselves a new winner for our Seattle Formula Class Series. As looks like Cale Davidson has pitted. And looks like he just did a drive-through. He had a drive-through penalty, but he had a 20-second lead. So Cale Davidson is still behind fifth, so he does not lose anything. As right now, the leader put up it right now. Put out the checkered flag, because Cohen Evans is your winner tonight for the Formula C's Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by Fanon Ali. As right now, second running about is Ben Fiore for Marist College, and in third place, running about turn 12 for Clemson University. He's gonna do a little swerve. It's Hunter Hesse. It's a roundabout for a podium finish and our alumni winner. And in fourth place, Athena Leclerc for St. Clair College. Her best finishing position for tonight is gonna be fourth place for St. Clair, and Kale Davidson right behind her, rounding about, well, a long ways to go right now, up into turn 11, down out of turn 11 to turn 12 is gonna be Kale Davidson. So our first Ball State University to finish outside here, top three is gonna be top five here. And now Mark Turek also rounding about here out of turn 12. He's gonna be for Pennsylvania College Technology a 1-2, because after Mark Turek is the student driver Austin DeLong in seventh place. So two, and then Island Hong is gonna round about in eighth place here for St. Clair College. This looks like Lucas Moody's in the pits, and Adrian Tibagoic is also gonna be in the pits. But right now, that roundabout Lucas Moody in ninth, and Adrian Tipagoic in 10th place. So once again, Cohen Evans, your race winner for tonight's race of the Formula C's Get Degrees Spanish Grand Prix presented by Fan and Ali. Thank you very much, Fan and Ali, for sponsoring us tonight. But yes, Cohen Evans put out the checkered flag because we have crowned ourselves a new race winner tonight, and we are gonna have them up in the booth short while. But my God, my voice. I think I'm gonna lose my voice tonight. It's gonna be a while, so I'm gonna take a break. It was worth it. It was a killer thrill. It was a thriller all the way around. And I would be much more thrilled if you hit that subscribe button right now down below and hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out on the next CIL Formula College Series stream, as well as for tomorrow night's college prototype race as Series League and the Cup Series, which I will even plug in more later down the road. But right now, we have our winning drivers up in the booth soon. All right, so right now looks like we're gonna have Cohen Evans ready. So we're gonna have our winner come up first whenever our lovely winner is ready to join us. And for tonight, we have crowned ourselves our very first own Cohen Evans with his race win, his first win in the CIL Formula. How does it feel to finally win this?
It feels pretty good to get the first one under the belt. I had a pretty poor race one, but race two I came back super smooth, and it feels great.
Right. Well, I was gonna say Cohen Evans after 10 rounds, 10th seems like it's the charm, and you finally have won it. And as long as you say you got it under the belt, I mean, I can only imagine you finally getting your first win of the series. But talk to me through to that second race. The moment you saw, I mean, you started from the pole, but the moment you finally realized, hold on, a Leaf's out of the race, Davidson's got issues, Skinker's out, and Lucas Moody is also having issues. How did it feel? Like, what was it in that moment when you realized, wait, I think I have this one in the bag?
Just a sense of relief. It took me a couple laps to realize who all was out and who was still in. But once I figured out, I just need to stay smooth, and I think I got this one. It's just, a big sigh of relief. All I had to do was stay smooth and keep the tires under me because I knew that was gonna be a big key coming into tonight.
Yes, and especially as we saw that you had behind you was in second place, and that was our very own Ben Fiore, who was actually had a late charge, but we saw him getting there by 2 seconds. Was there at any point throughout the race where you had to pick up the pace to try to get away from him?
Not really. There's a couple instances I had a tiny mistake and I used push to pass, push that gap back up to 2 seconds. But I was more worried about keeping the tires because I knew if I had good tires going into the last 5, 10 laps, whatever, I think I would have had that in the bag, even if he did close the gap.
Right, 10-4, and yeah, we were watching you throughout the race, and I was seeing that you were taking care of those tires, taking it easy. You had no pressure up back, no Leaf to get after you, no Davidson, none of the balls safe, fellas. So it was a nice Sunday drive, you may say. And so with that, congratulations for your first win. And of course, who would you like to shout out tonight for this special celebration?
Shout out my stepmom Kelly for happy birthday and happy birthday to grandma whose birthday is tonight.
Happy birthday to them from us. Warm happy birthday wishes for here from the Seattle production team. Um, Anybody else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, Cohen Evans, so glad to see you here in the booth once again. But as a race winner, finally you get to have that off your shoulders on to becoming a multi-win. So no pressure, right? We already got that first win. Now you just got to go and get that again. So congratulations tonight on that win. And take care and see you next week.
Yep. See ya. Thanks, guys.
And that was our race winner, our student driver winner for tonight, Cone Evans. for the number 17 for IUPUI. And so right next up, we're gonna have our second place. Since we're going 1, 2, and 3, we're gonna have Benjamin Fiore, the number 25 car, from Marist College. Out of nowhere, is having that strong, just out of nowhere, that explosive, just performance. So let's get him in the booth. Welcome, Benjamin Fiore, on your P2. Unfortunately, not the P1 as we saw you were trying to get up there. But man, oh man, finishing ninth and starting second and finishing second. Um, Talk to me through on that final race. I mean, when you realized that you had a chance where all the Ball State guys were out, and of course you had issues in that first race, but in that second race, um, how did you feel, especially after that wreck?
I mean, just the start of that race, I had probably one of the worst I've ever had on Superform. Not to say I'm a great starter, but it was when you would think of a front row when you start a race, but all of a sudden we get on turn one, and I'm expecting to see what I would think to be Ball State Aurora Borealis behind me, with them coming by me like a Leaf and Davidson, everyone else. But all of a sudden I look down my relative, and I see a gap that's like 9 seconds. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell happened? That's not supposed to be happening in this race, not for me. But yeah, so sometimes in racing, like in life, sometimes take the cards you're dealt. And thankfully for us, we got a pretty good one, considering we had a lot of those contenders get taken out. Now, do I want to see that happen? Absolutely not. I'd rather have that P2, fighting those guys at the front that have been strong all season. But then again, those are the cards that were dealt. And to say that I wasn't that's the whole ball sticking of drivers, and all the other good drivers in the top half of the field, breathing down my neck throughout that 25 lap race, definitely made my mind a little bit easier. I definitely would say that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was just insane to see that first wreck. I mean, you were focused up front, but if you take a look at your mirrors for a second, you must have been just mouth jaw drop because that was
Yeah, I
one
was
of the most
100%.
intense wrecks. But we did see that you were just hanging on behind the leader for 2 seconds. Was there any moment throughout the race where you were like charging at him, trying to get up there, but of course, it was not enough towards the end?
Yeah, I was trying to work really hard throughout, especially in that second half of the race. Especially once I knew in that first half, I saw the whole field basically almost get blown up behind me. I was like, all right, it's a 1v1 between myself and Cohen. Let's be smart. Let's put ourselves in good position so we get to those last 5 or 6 laps. That back half of the race, we're in a position to go attack Cohen and try to go for the win. I tried to give everything I could. I was trying to save a lot of my push to pass till about those last about 3 or 4 laps or so. But shit out the Cohen was absolutely solid and consistent throughout that whole run, and really made it hard for me to gain any time. There were a couple points, that were I was getting a couple tenths here and a couple tenths at the corner, but then I'd have some really silly mistake or get on the gas too early and give it right back. So it was definitely a little bit frustrating to know that I was matching him in pace, and even I think without even my push to pass, I was probably just as fast, if not faster, than Cohen. But then again, it's up to me, to capitalize on the opportunities. And even while P2 was great, it is a little bit frustrating knowing that I probably had the pace to go after him a little bit harder and get for the win. But then again, a huge shout out to Cohen for holding me off for those 25 laps. It definitely pushed me a little bit there throughout that whole race.
Well, 10-4 on that about lessons learned and to really gain that experience because yes, we were talking about earlier during the race that the rear tires were going to be very important to save them. But one thing to mention, man, it is great to see someone fresh face new here up in the booth. This is my first time seeing you up in here, so welcome to the booth and hope to see you more up in here because that performance was really great and. Time will tell. I mean, when you're going against those Ball State guys, I mean, you got that speed. You just gotta keep at it. So great to see you up here. Congrats on that P2. And last but not least, want to give out a shout out to your fellow people, loved ones, or anybody.
Yeah, I think give a couple of shout outs. Big shout out to my
All right.
iRacing team, O'Connell Motorsports, my boys Riley and Ryan. We actually formed the team earlier this year, and we've been working our butts off. And especially for me, it's definitely helped me to my pace a lot. So a big shout out to them for probably giving me the pace to be where I'm at tonight. And big shout out to my parents, my mom and dad, for supporting me. I probably when I started this about a year ago and they saw a megalith of a sim rig in the basement and all the money spent, they're probably like, Ben, what in the hell are you doing with your life at 21 years old? But then again, I was just saying, just what, trust the process. We'll see it in time, and especially after all this, it's good to see it pay off for a good result tonight. So yeah, big shout out to O'Connell, big shout out to my parents, and last but certainly not least, a big shout out to Edward, yourself, Keith, the whole production team, and all the admins. behind CIL for putting on this great series. I've been in this for about 2 seasons, and I gotta say this is definitely one of the best leagues that I've competed with. Considering I've played a couple different sims, like I said, of course, in ACC. So to compete against some of the best collegiate iRacers on the road side is really awesome. And especially without the work of folks like yourself, stuff like this, isn't really able to be possible in the quality that it has. So a big shout out to you guys for making this possible and getting the opportunity to race for P2 tonight.
Oh, man, you're making me blush. I bet you're making Keith blush too, buddy. But hey, thank you for those kind words. I mean, we all do it for fun here. And I always say CIL is the best college racing you'll ever see on this platform. It's on YouTube, Twitch, and especially on the sim here on iRacing. And I'm so glad to hear that sorry, YouTube, as we're the best on YouTube. Thank you, production team, for that hiccup. And so, thank you so much for those kind words. And of course, glad to hear that you have enjoyed your environment here at CL. And for any viewers out there, for the audience members, you hear that? You hear that? That is why we are one of the best college collegiate racing leagues out here. Is because we have the numbers and we got the drivers. So if you are interested, look down below in the description. Join our Discord channel. We got more to come, especially that the season has come closing soon. Another one opens up soon enough, so be on the lookout for those type of information down in the description. And but yeah, so once again, Ben, thank you so much for those kind words and congratulations on that P2. Hope to see you up here in the booth soon enough, hopefully next week. Congrats for the first podium and to many more, man.
Yeah, I mean, for the small sake crew, it might be the last time I'm up here, but we'll give it a shot throughout the rest of the season. But yeah, thanks for the time here. I appreciate it, guys.
Of course, man. Never say never.
We'll try. Take it easy, guys.
And that is Ben Fiore from Marist College with a nice second place. Up next, our alumni winner, Hunter Hasty for Clemson University. Hunter, welcome to the booth. Welcome for your third place, but your alumni winner for tonight for the CIL Formula College Series, the Formula C's Get a Degree, presented by Fanan Ali. So, talk to me, Hunter. What was it
Yeah,
like
feels
getting
good to be in
through?
here. Feels like it's been a long time coming.
Yep, I was just about to say, man, you're always creeping in the top 10, top 5s, but just barely out of the top 3. So your first time up in here. Um, yeah, how does it feel, man?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, race 2 was a bit chaotic there, but had a really poor quali, and so kind of started towards the back of Heat 1, and then just, yeah, great scraps all around.
Right. Yes. No. You started in 17th and went up to 8th in that first race. So you gained 9 positions, which is insane. And then in this next race, you plateaued. You started third and you finished third. So talk to me. How did you? What in your mind the moment you realized the Ball State podcast has been delayed to next week?
Uh, I don't know. I just tried to drive a clean race from that point on. As soon as I got to turn 1, I just saw some unholy nightmare in my rearview mirror. So it was just, foot to the floor and get away as quick as possible. So, yeah, it was really just about seeing who made it out of that.
Right, 10-4, and yeah, no, we saw that he got away skate free, but unfortunately did had a tangle up a little bit with Jake Cummings there in turn 1 with the most atrocious net code ever. But glad to see that you weren't wrecked out with that one.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate too, because we had some great fights during the first heat. I mean, we were like millimeters apart at some points, so it's unfortunate. I was, on the inside as much as I could. Just hate to see it.
Yeah, and so, well, I was gonna say definitely was. I mean, once that happened, you got third place locked down. You had a really great uh, distance behind you and in front of you. Um, but yeah, that first heat, I mean. Talk to me through what was the most difficult thing, because that's actually one of the main questions I want to ask is drive for you to get up into into 8th. What was it like starting from P17?
Surprisingly, the most difficult thing, at least for me, is when I'm just like, there's no one around me, I just kind of space out. And from there, it's just super easy to make a mistake. Like, I'll start looking at my relative too much or something. So having someone either like directly behind or directly in front helps kind of keep that focus.
I get what you mean. I mean, that's me on the intermediates too. when we're saving tires, and sometimes if there's nobody in front of you, you just don't know what line you're taking, or sometimes you're like, oh wait, I should be braking now. But I mean, yes, you were kind of lonely out there. We saw towards the end, it looked like a practice session with every driver just nearly more than 10 seconds, nearly 5 seconds to 10 seconds in between each other. Um, but yeah, no, congrats on being the alumni winner tonight. Congrats on finally being here in the booth. It's great to see you, buddy. It's great to see Clemson University up in here, and showing that they are here to stay and they're here to be in the top three. So last but not least, shout outs, man. You deserved it. Go ahead.
Oh, shout out to my whole Orange Wheel crew.
That's
Thank
it.
you again
So
for the
looking
congratulations. I also just noticed the title sponsor of this race, Formula C's Get Degrees. That is so true. You
Yes,
just
it is.
as someone that finished with a not so great GPA, you just got to get to the end there. Whether it's
Amen.
sim racing or getting that piece of paper,
Amen, brother.
just
Listen,
fight it out till the end.
anything above a 65 is passing, right? So, hey, if we get that degree, we get
That's
that, we
right.
get that, we get that, we get that diploma at the end of the year, man. Oh man, absolutely. Whatever gets us to the end, and just like tonight, whatever got you to the end, there, you fought your way through, and you set yourself up for a great Heat 2 race. So yeah, man, congrats to you. Congrats to Clemson University on a top three, on being the alumni winner tonight. So a strong showing here, and hopefully I get to see you soon here in the booth again, man.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to the next couple rounds.
Hell yeah. And while that you're looking forward to it, viewers should also look forward to it. And if you want to look forward to it, you should hit that subscribe button. Hunter, thank you so much. Oh, so welcome back to the booth. Yours truly, Edward Sanchez. And I mean, hold on, I gotta do a little down there is my socials on Twitter. You should go check out. And also, I mean, while we already mentioned, we already went through the grid, we already went through the well, the positions of the finishing of how tonight. Well, let's do the final results now before I get into my little segment. So tonight, yours truly, Cohen Evans, winner in the round 10 of the Formula C's Get a Degree, presented by Fanon Ali. So, Cohen Evans from IUPUI gets the win. Sorry, Afnan Ali. My bad. I'm sorry, Afnan Ali, not Fanon. Afnan Ali. Thank you for the sponsor. So our first place, Cohen Evans, IUPUI. Ben Fiore, Marist College had a strong showing. Following up, Clemson University's own Hunter Hasty. Fourth place, rounding about outside of the podium, is St. Clair College, Athena Leclerc, for her best finishing in the CIL Formula College. Good for her. Followed by her is Kale Davidson, Ball State University. Best position for tonight is fifth. A major big upset, a big disappointment to say the least. And following that is Pennsylvania College of Technology 1 and 2, Mark Turek and Austin DeLong, alumni and student drivers respectively. So they are really great. And in St. Clair College in eighth place, Alan Hong, the GOAT Hong, has finished in the top 10 and got his first points paying position here in tonight's FFC Formula College Series. So good on him. And our second, Ball State University, Luke Moody in ninth place. And another third, St. Clair College, Adrian Tibagoic. So three St. Clair College in the top 10 for the first time in history for FFC Formula College Series. Literally, like I said earlier, they are like McLaren. And now Robert Morris University for Tyler Klingensmith is gonna unfortunately be on 11th outside of the points paying position. Wingate University's own Jake Cummings in 12th, unfortunately, with that net code was unfortunately out. Florida International University, Esteban Munoz in P13. Andrew Burrow, P14, Clemson University. Philip DeRosier, Howard Community College in P15. Alexander Diamond, Drexel University. Bradley Skinker, Ball State University. Nicholas Panella in P18, Robert Morris University. And Drexel University, Jason Wallet in 19th, and Florida International University, Luis Diaz, unfortunately, in P20. And rounding about outside our bottom 20 is Clint Halterman, UNC Charlotte Zone, and our Muhammad Alif at the end with P22. And Aiken Lamar did not start. He had a DNS, so he did not start for Howard Community College, unfortunately. So there was truly only 22 cars on the grid. And from first to last, Alif with the big upset for Ball State University. So, wow, all I can say is I'm not going to be able to speak tomorrow. It was worth all the commentating tonight. Please hit that subscribe button because nowhere else can you get that level of racing and just excitement at a college level anywhere else than here at CIL. And you guys have to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And not only do you have to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with your friends, your parents, your grandparents, your sisters, and everybody because now not only do you get to be on the subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell because upcoming next to stay tuned is tomorrow CPC Collegiate Prototype Series college prototype series. It would be hold on, we're having a little bit of technical issues here, but tonight it is going to be a doozer for the CPC. Let me pull it up right here quickly. The they will be going. So I have the race here. So CPC, where are they going tomorrow? They are going to bring endurance race. So what does endurance race mean? It is a special event and y'all do not want to miss out. It is a 90-minute race. So a regular race for the CPC, so the Collegiate Prototype Challenge is usually 45 minutes or so. Endurance race is going to be 90 minutes and it's going to be at Sebring and it's gonna be a crazy race, especially. So be on the lookout for that for tomorrow, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on the CIL YouTube channel. So please look out. My lovely fellow commentator friend Sky is gonna be there commentating that amazing race. So be there, or you're gonna get a 4x on your next race. Following up next on our schedule is the Cup next Monday. It is our first round of the knockoff for the championship going to the Final Four as we are going to lovely, lovely race at Nashville Super Speedway. It's going to be April 1st. It's not going to be an April Fool's Day. It is going to be live at 8:30 p.m. here live on the CIL. So you'll see me there competing. Unfortunately, I did not make it into. I was knocked out of the top 10, but right now, round one is gonna be interesting as drivers are gonna be fighting it out for the championship to be in the final four. So it is just gonna be intense from here on out in the CIL in the Flexware Cup Series. So please do check that out next Monday and next week for the Formula College Series. Where are we going next? We are going to the Dutch Grand Prix, the circuit of Zandvoort, and it's going to be on April 3rd, next Wednesday at 8:45. I will be there once again commentating, hopefully, and it's going to be the land of Verstappen. And well, honestly, it's not going to be Verstappen. It's going to be a Leafs playground, honestly, but we'll see if a Leaf is going to be able to be finishing on both races because tonight was the biggest upset. I should have put money on it. It is crazy. It was crazy, insane. So that is our schedule for tomorrow night and on Monday and next Wednesday. So please, like I said, hit that notification bell down there by the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, you will get a 4x in your next official. I don't make this up. This is reality. What can I say? But yeah, so speaking of which, thank you all for watching. Down there is my Twitter handle, and of course, Kale Davidson did mention it, and I'd like to give a special shout out to our fellow CL drivers. Last night was the was the eNASCAR College iRacing Series uh, that was done at Talladega with the trucks. And so we had a lot of CL drivers participating in the A main, in the B main, and the C main. And we'll start out with the B main. Ours truly, Sky and Jason Wallet, unfortunately, were just one short from winning it out with, I believe, Sky, no, Jason Wallet in second place and Sky in third place. So unfortunately, they finished 2 and 3. And in our A main race, the big show last night, yours truly Edward Sanchez was the provisional pole starting last night. I did lead a couple of laps. I try to be up there as much as I can. Really proud representing not only my school, Baruch College, but of course CIL, because everyone here is just amazing human beings. We're all great drivers at the end of the day, and it was really proud of me to really put us up there. And in the end, spoiler alert, I finished fourth. I got spun around, but I reached my inner Lightning McQueen and avoided the last wreck on my last lap. And so I finished out running about in fourth place was me, fifth place in Brandon Schellenberg with Wayne University. Sixth place was a former CIL driver, Eric Bidden, for Arizona State University. And in seventh place was Hilton Quick. So it was all a 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 4 drivers in the top 10 for in the A main in the eNASCAR College iRacing series. So it was an amazing night for CIL drivers to be representing us as a organization, as a group, just as a show of force that us CIL drivers, there's a reason why we were there. There's a reason why we're the best college series league, especially here in the Formula College and also in the Flexware Cup series and the Collegiate Prototype Challenge. So very proud for everybody else that was in the B main and the A main, and so proud of everybody that just out there last night was amazing. And just thank you guys. And I know a lot of people that watch tonight and watch our Flexware Cup series and the CPC were also showing our support last night. So thank you to every single one of y'all for being out there supporting our CIL drivers last night. It really warms my heart a lot. It warmed up even more that I got the pole position. Trust me, it's so much better knowing that y'all were out there cheering us on. So that is our little plug-in. That is our little momentum monumental impact that CL drivers had on the eNASCAR scene. So great job to every CL driver out there. If you're watching this right now, love you all. Great job. And to round about right now, thank you guys so much for watching our coverage of the Formula C's Get a Degree presented by uh, Afnan Ali. Thank you so much, Afnan Ali, for sponsoring our tonight's race. And thank you to the viewers for staying out here to watch this incredible race. And sorry if my voice was going out there at the end. It was just so amazing. I was out of breath by lap 1. It was crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the fast action pace. Thank you, Keith, up in here in the production booth for getting all those replays in order, and just overall, just an amazing, amazing race tonight for our round 10. So we'll see you. I will see you all round 11 next week at Circuit of Vandoor at the Dutch Grand Prix. I'm not going to pronounce it again because I feel like I'm going to butcher it. So see you at the Dutch Grand Prix next week. And if you're going to be at the Cup, watch the Flexware Cup Series. I'll be racing there next Monday. So with that, with a big warm goodbye, it is only a farewell for now. See you soon and have a good night. And tune in tomorrow night for the CPC endurance race at Sebring at 8:45. Take care.